Okay, so first of all, my experience of COVID was I would say it's the most terrifying experience I've ever had in my life. Um, I was incredibly ill and I didn't realise to start with exactly how ill I was. So I got my first symptoms on March the 26th. It was a high temperature front and back. By April the 4th, I was making a phone call to 111 through the night. And then by Easter Monday, the morning of April the 13th, I had an ambulance, I had two paramedics because I just could not breathe. I was asked to make a phone call to my family at 1 in the morning in case I ended up having to go into ICU. And that was a really, really horrible moment. I didn't make the phone call because I didn't want to worry them. And luckily, I didn't have to go into ICU, but it felt close. I'm an asthmatic. I've worked really hard on my asthma management for many years, and my asthma management in February when I was assessed in our local surgery was brilliant. My lung function was fantastic. I've sent photos of the inhalers I was on, my usage before March, and it was absolutely minimal. And since April, I've burnt through 12, 13 inhalers, and I'm on daily medication now, and that's really distressing. Um, so the asthma side of COVID, what that's left me with has been horrible. There was the trauma of being so incredibly ill, isolating on my own, away from my husband to protect him because he's got health conditions. So I was isolating for 3 weeks by myself. The fatigue, I've now been left with an element of chronic fatigue, which I'm managing. Um, there's been a lot of kindness. The local surgery, Oak Tree Surgery, have been fantastic. My husband has been wonderful. My family have been brilliant. But to see the effect on them has been very hard. So to see my eldest son, who's a toughie, crying down the phone because he was so upset by what he was seeing was a very hard moment. So the message I would give to anyone, who thinks that COVID isn't serious, it is serious. It can affect anybody. It's very easily transmitted. We have a vaccine in the pipeline that's not available yet. So, if you really care about the people around you, be very, very careful about transmission. Do everything you're being asked to do. We need to get this virus under control. It's having a horrible effect on a lot of people.